My wife ditched me 2 weeks after our wedding for her ex. Now she wants me to be her backup plan, but hard pass. I married Jessica in June after dating for 2 years. The wedding was small, just close family and friends at this little venue by the lake. Nothing fancy, but it was perfect. We'd saved up for months to afford it. Our honeymoon was supposed to be a road trip down the coast, hitting all these small beach towns we'd always wanted to see. First week of marriage was amazing. We moved into our apartment, set up furniture together, did all that newlywed stuff you see in movies. Jessica seemed happy. She'd post pictures of us on Instagram with captions about forever and finding her person. I thought we were solid. Then 2 weeks in, she started acting weird. She'd leave the room to take phone calls, lock her screen whenever I walked by, said she was texting her friend Monica about some drama at work. I didn't think much of it at first because Jessica and Monica talked all the time. One night I woke up around 3 a.m. and Jessica wasn't in bed. I found her in the bathroom sitting on the floor crying with her phone in her hand. When I asked what was wrong, she said nothing and went back to bed. The next morning she told me she needed space to figure some things out. Space? We'd been married for 16 days. I asked what there was to figure out and she just kept saying it wasn't me, it was her, that she rushed into things and needed time to think. 3 days later, Jessica packed a bag and moved back to her mom's place across town. Said she'd call me when she was ready to talk. I was completely lost. Her mom wouldn't tell me anything except that Jessica needed support right now. Her friends all stopped responding to my messages. I felt like I was going crazy, trying to figure out what I did wrong. Then my buddy Kyle sent me a screenshot. It was from Jessica's Instagram story. A picture of her holding hands with some guy at a restaurant. The caption said, "Sometimes the universe brings people back together when the timing is right." My heart just stopped. I called Jessica immediately. She didn't answer. Sent her like 20 texts asking who that guy was and what was happening. Nothing. Finally, her mom texted me saying Jessica was with her ex-boyfriend Derek and they were working things out. Her ex. The same Derek she dated for 5 years before we met. The same Derek who cheated on her twice and made her cry every other weekend. The Derek she swore she was completely over. Apparently he'd reached out right after our wedding saying he made a mistake and wanted her back. And Jessica just went. Didn't even have the guts to tell me herself. I got the divorce papers in the mail 4 weeks after our wedding, signed by Jessica, with a note saying she hoped we could stay friends. Stay friends? I didn't even respond. Just signed the papers and sent them back through my lawyer. The divorce was final by September. Fastest marriage and divorce in history, probably. I spent the next few months just trying to move on. Sold most of the wedding gifts we got, moved to a cheaper place, threw myself into work. My friends tried setting me up on dates, but I wasn't ready. Then last week, Jessica showed up at my apartment at 9 p.m. on a Tuesday. I almost didn't open the door when I saw her through the peephole, but she kept knocking, so I finally let her in. She looked rough, hair messy, eyes all red like she'd been crying. She sat on my couch and told me Derek dumped her. Said he only wanted to get back together because he was jealous seeing her happy with someone else. Once he had her back, he got bored again and moved on. Classic Derek, apparently. Then Jessica hit me with it. She said she made a huge mistake leaving me, that I was the stable, reliable one and Derek was just exciting and familiar. She actually used those exact words, stable and reliable, like I was a used Honda Civic. She asked if we could try again, start over and do things right this time, maybe even get remarried eventually once we rebuilt trust. I just stared at her for a minute, then I started laughing. Not mean laughing, just this kind of shocked, disbelieving laugh. I asked her if she seriously thought I'd take her back after she abandoned me 2 weeks into our marriage for her ex. Jessica got defensive. Said people make mistakes and real love means forgiveness, that we had something special and she was sorry. I told her no, not a chance. Not now, not ever. That I deserved someone who wouldn't leave me the second their ex texted them. Someone who actually wanted me, not just needed a backup plan when things fell apart. She started crying, saying I was being cruel and holding grudges. I opened my door and asked her to leave. She stood there for like 30 seconds waiting for me to change my mind. When I didn't, she finally left. 2 days later, she texted saying she understood and hoped I'd be happy. I blocked her number right after reading it. My mom asked if I did the right thing turning her away. I said, yeah, definitely, because I'm not anyone's second choice or safety net. Jessica made her decision when she walked out. Now she gets to live with it.